Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about the hotly anticipated Fenty Beauty cream blushes and cream bronzers. I managed to secure the face brush as well yesterday online at Harvey Nichols. They delivered it today, which was fantastic. I managed to get 5 of the blushes and 2 of the bronzers and the face brush. So today is all going to be about me talking about and showing you the swatches on my arm as well as on my face, so you can see how they all look against my skin tone and perhaps give you guys a better idea of what to purchase when you are looking online now that you've seen the swatches on someone. So yeah, please enjoy the video and I'll be right back. So the first thing I'm going to show you today is the face shaping brush in the number 125. So I've just opened that up for you to have a look. Taking out the pack, it comes in its wrapper and it has a plastic case. I'm just going to pull that out so you can see. And this is really nice. Feels really soft, so it should go really nicely on the face. This is really designed for liquids and creams, so I think this should go really well. I really like the slant of the brush. I think it will really hug the cheeks really well. This is how the brush looks, like all her other brushes. I really like this one, and hopefully it will work really well with the products. So let's start. So the 5 blushes that I decided to get were Fuego Flash, which is like a kind of mango colour. I also got Bikini Martini in a kind of pink colour, and I got Drama Class, which is the purple one there, and I got Summertime Wine, which is kind of more like a kind of burgundy sort of colour, and I got Daiquiri Dip, which is more like a reddish corally colour. I think they're all beautiful. It was so hard to pick on the website because I was drawn to all the different pictures that are on all the models. So I had gone from the basket and taken stuff out and put things in and took it out again, and it was really hard to pick the colours that I liked, but eventually I sort of went with these 5. So the next part of this video will be me just going through each of the different blushes on my face, and then we will swatch them on my arm. And you can see what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to look at the first colour. I'm going to go with the colour that I really was drawn to initially when I saw the launch, and this is in Fuego Flash. So I'm going to open it up. I think it says number 1, so I guess that's the number of the colour. It's so you get 3 grams of product, so you don't get that much, but the shelf life is 12 months and it's made in Italy. This is the packaging. Bring it out for you. Very nice. It's got Fenty Beauty cream written on it, so at least you know that's the cream one when you open it, which is nice. And it has the colour at the back, so that will help as well. So this is Fuego Flush. I'm going to open it up for you to have a look. So this is the colour, which is a really lovely orange colour, and I hope this will look really nice. And what I do today was I thought I would show you the colour with my fingers, using my fingers on my left side of my cheek, and then on the right side I'll try and use the brush that comes with it, and you can see how that looks. So let's start. So I'm just going to put my fingers in now and just go like that and just see how that looks. I'm just going to tap it in. Cheekbone. So it's kind of sheer. It feels very light, doesn't feel heavy. I think it's buildable, so I'm just going to put my hand in again and just get more of a colour from it. But I do really like this colour, and I remember seeing the photo and I think this was the one that I was most drawn to. Just because it's got that kind of really nice sort of tanned finish for tan skin. But yeah, this is Fuego Flush. So it's so hard because I think it probably shows more in real life, just because it's a cream, but you can see it. I'm just going to put my hand over the product again so you can see how that looks. But yeah, you can see the colour coming through. So that's with my fingers. So now I'm going to use my brush and I'm just going to try and see what it looks like on this side with my brush. I'm just tapping into the product. Tap, tap, tap. The brush feels really nice, and the product feels really nice on. It's kind of got a really nice finish. I'm just doing that. So yeah, I'm just tapping away with the product. See if you can see it. There we go. So that is Fuego Flash. Yeah. Using the brush on this side, and then using my fingers on this side. For some reason, I think, looking at the camera, I actually think my fingers look better on this side. Don't know, colour just seems to come through better, but I like the application, as in you can use the brush here to just kind of get the, you can build it up, I suppose. But I like the finish on this side more with my fingers. So, you know, you don't necessarily have to get the brush. I mean, I think I just got it because I'm a bit of a Fenty fanatic, but you know, you can just buy it and just use your fingers, but I guess hygienically I probably prefer to use a brush, but if you're using it for yourself, then using your fingers is fine, really. So that is Fuego Flash. So the next colour I'm gonna show you is Drama Class, which is 07, which is the kind of purpley kind of blush. I was drawn to this because I thought it looked so unusual. Like, I don't really see purple blushes very often. It kind of, and on the models it looked really nice too, so I thought, yeah, that would look really cool. So that is the Drama Class 07. I'm just going to use my fingers again, and then we will use the brush on this side. Let's just get my fingers. Tapping away. It's funny, I thought purple would come out really purple, but it's quite sheer, so it's not like crazy purple, and it gives it a really nice finish. So that's with my fingers, and then I'll take the brush in a minute and show you what it's like with the brush on the other side. But it's got a nice hue to it. It's kind of not like a highlighter, but it's really complimentary. It's really nice. So I've got my brush, just gonna tap in again. So that's kind of how the pigment looks when you put it on. I'm just gonna dab it on here. I think that's really nice. Nicer than I thought. I wasn't sure how it's going to come up because obviously in the pan it looks so purple. When you put it on, it doesn't actually, it comes out quite sheer. That's really nice. So again, I still like the application with my fingers still. I just think it just, I don't know, it just gives it a nice finish. When you put the brush, using the brush is nice again, but I feel like it just blends out the colour too much. But if you just want to kind of wash colour, then using a brush is fine. But that is the colour Drama Class. So the next colour I'm going to try on with you is Daiquiri Dip, which is this sort of reddish, corally red, 06 the number is. Again, it looked really bright in the pan, but I don't think it's going to come out as bright in real life. Packaging is gorgeous. Open it up again. These are a lot smaller than I thought they would be, but I guess with cream blushes you don't really use it that often, but it's nice for traveling with as well. So I'm just going to use my fingers now, and then I'm going to put that on with my fingers. Just tap it on. Wow, I like that. I mean, that's shown up almost immediately. That's just me with 2 taps on my face. And that's a really nice flush. It's like a flush of colour, but it's got like a kind of slight orangey undertone a little bit. It's kind of reddish, but it's really complimentary. I really like that. So I'm going to use my brush again to dab that in, and I'm going to do it with the brush on this side again, just to show you the difference. Oh, this is nice too. Oh, I'm impressed with this one. The pigments come out really quickly and really nicely. Didn't take much to show up at all. As you can see, both finishes are really nice. I'm actually impressed with the brush this time too. And you can see from the pan, it's really, really bright. But when you put it on, it's not as bright. So I really like that one. Probably going to be one of my favourites, I think, out of the 3 so far. I think this one sold out on the Fenty Beauty website when I looked yesterday. So this one went down really well. So that one is Daiquiri Dip. So the next one I'm going to show you is Bikini Martini. This is kind of like a pinky, bright pinky colour once you see it in the pan. But again, I don't think it's going to show up like that on my face. So that is in the colour Bikini Martini, which I think is one of my favourite names out of the whole collection. Okay, so I'm going to again use my fingers to dab. 2 fingers and just dab. In between I'm doing all this, I keep reapplying my Fenty foundation just so you can see the true colour. So my face is a bit sore, but I wanted to show you kind of how it looks. So this is Bikini Martini, which has a nice sort of rosy flush, like you've just gone outside and come back in on one of those days. So yeah, and it shows on my skin, which is great. Grabbing the brush again, going in with the brush and just dabbing it on my face. Yeah, I'm liking the finish. Liking the finish. So this is in the colour, so that's with the brush, that's with my fingers, and this is in the colour Bikini Martini. Really nice. So the final blush is in the colour Summertime Wine. This is kind of a kind of maroon type colour, like wine, I guess. Really nice. Looks like this one's got a bit of condensation on it, but it's I'm sure it's absolutely fine. Just a little cold from it coming over. So I'm just again dabbing it. Oh, this is really pigmented. More than I thought. Don't even need that much. Really nice. So I'm just gonna get the blush. Dabbing it in, and then we're going to get my brush now to dab in the colour. This is a lot better than I thought. It's really pigmented. So a few of these have surprised me more than I thought. This one is, I mean, you don't even need that much. Like, I can just blend it out, but this is really nice because it shows up really well on camera as well. Yeah, really lovely. So this is in the colour Summertime Wine, with my fingers and with the brush. So yeah, they're really, really nice. So this is how it looks. Okay, so I'm back and I want to show you the swatches on my arm. So we have, in order, Fuego Flash, Drama Class, Daiquiri Dip, Bikini Martini, and Summertime Wine. Summertime Wine is what I currently have still on my face, which I really like. They're all really nice in different ways. Obviously, buy what you like depending on what you need. I suppose if you're missing something from your collection, or just experiment if you want to try something different. What's wonderful about Fenty Beauty is there's just so much colour, and I love colour, and it's great to try them all out. So those are all the blushes. We're now going to move on to the next part of the video, which will be about the bronzers. So I've swatched these now for you. And I'll give you my final thoughts on everything at the end of the video. Okay, so to the next section of the video, I purchased 2 of the Fenty bronzers, cream bronzers. I looked at her website and I looked at my skin tone and which ones would suit me. So I bought 2. I bought Hunnie Glaze and Teddy, which are these 2. Yeah, I wanted to test them out today. So what I probably do, I've got my brush. I'm going to try Teddy out on one side with the brush and Hunnie Glaze on the other side, and we can see which one looks best for my skin tone. I think they both will look really nice. It's just a question of you know, what I feel like that day, really. But yeah, let's go ahead and have a look at that now. So I thought we'd start off with the first one, which is Hunnie Glaze. This is 04. This is the slightly lighter one. I'll show you the packaging. So this is the packaging, which is really lovely. It's the sort of rose gold, but it says cream Fenty Beauty on there. It's basically a shelf life of 12 months again, and it is made in Italy. It says fresh bronze glow, easy to blend, light as air, and sweat resistant. So let's see how we get on. You know what, earlier on I said I'll use the brush, but what I'll do actually is use my fingers, because it's cream, with one side again and the brush with the other side. And we'll start off with Hunnie Glaze and then we'll move on to the next one, Teddy, after this. So I'm going to use my fingers again, go into the cream and just put it on with my fingers. See how that looks. It's going in really nicely, it's blending in really well. I'm just going to use the mirror here while I've got you on record. But that's really nice. It's got a really nice glow to it. I really like that colour. And then we'll move on to using the brush now on the other side. So again, I'm just going to dab into there. And just so you can kind of, I guess, get more of a more control as to how much goes on with the brush. But I think the brush is probably better suited to this than the little blushes, just because the little blushes are so small. This one is larger, the pan. That's really nice. So that's me with using the brush, and then that's me using my fingers. Yeah, really nice. I like that. I feel like I can see it more with my fingers again than with the brush, but it really gives a nice glow to the skin. I really like that. So that is in the colour Hunnie Glaze. And the final colour that I bought was Teddy, in the Freestyle Cream Bronzer CheeksOut. And yeah, because I was not sure which colour to get, I just bought them both to be sure. So again, lovely packaging. Just going to open it up, and then what we're going to do again is use my fingers for this side and then the brush for that side. So this one is slightly darker. Oh yeah, already you can see I don't even need that much. This is a lot more darker. so I don't have to go so much with it. It's very nice. Just have to be less heavy-handed with it because it's a little bit more pigmented, just darker really. So that's the bronzer. Put a little bit up there with my fingers on that side. You can see it come out as I do it there. It's so easy, her products to use, which I really like. And so user-friendly, but with such a lovely finish, like a really natural finish. So I'm just going to use the brush now on this side. Oh, that's nice. I feel like this one is showing up a bit more on my skin tone. The other one does too, but this one immediately you could see the contrast. You just have to look at how much you put on because the colour shows quite strongly. You don't want to go on too heavy-handedly. But that's with the brush, and that's in my fingers. Oops. So yeah, that is in Teddy 05. I like them both. It's quite nice because then I can have more of a lighter finish with the other one if I want like more of a natural look. This one has a bit more of a deeper finish if I want something to be a bit more, to stand out a bit more. But yeah, those are the two cream brushes that I can't speak today. Two of the cream CheeksOut bronzers. Yeah, so I'll give you my final thoughts in a minute. So thank you for watching my video today. I guess my final thoughts are the blushes surprised me. The ones that I thought would come out stronger came out less strong than the ones that were strong. I don't know, it just kind of, it was interesting once I tried them on physically, how they looked on my skin. For example, if we go through the blushes, Fuego Flash I thought would come out more orange and stronger, but I think this is more of like a buildable colour. Drama Class, the same thing, it being purple, I thought it would come out stronger, but I had to build up on that. Daiquiri Dip surprised me because as soon as I put it on, I could see the colour immediately, and that looked really good. And the same with Summertime Wine. Both of those came out quite strong, and I didn't really need to do much. With Bikini Martini, it's probably out of all of them, I mean, I know there's some other pink ones as well, it's probably the one that looks strongest in the pan. Has come out again quite fair, like I'd have to kind of build on it again. So I guess the two strongest ones were the Daiquiri Dip and Summertime Wine against my skin tone. The others were more like a sort of lighter finish, which was still just as nice and really lovely. I really like the blushes. I don't know if I would pick up the other 5 in the future, only because I want to get through these and I want to enjoy these, and I think they're really lovely colours. And yeah, I mean, they're in the permanent collection, I'm sure, so I'm sure they'll always be there. Then also with the bronzers, I like them both. I thought they were really nice, even though they're quite similar in tone. I thought Teddy came out a lot more stronger for my skin tone. I think it showed up better. Hunnie Glaze was lovely. I didn't have to worry about over putting too much on, because even though it showed up, it was still like a really beautiful finish. And I think this happened to me last time when I bought her powder bronzers. I had to get 2 colours because I sort of sat between the 2 colours. So I'm really happy with these, and I really love the packaging of particularly these ones because of the sort of rose gold and then the cream written on it, where the other ones they're a lot smaller than I thought they would be. So they're a bit more fiddly in the sense that they're small, but they're good for carrying on if you're going away somewhere, or if you're you want to put it in your purse. The only thing is it's a little bit messy. And the brush, really loved the brush. I thought that the brush felt really sort of cheek hugging, really nice, really soft, and I definitely recommend the brush if you do get an opportunity to get it. I don't necessarily think you need it with the blushes, but with the bronzers, it does give a nice sort of control over how you put it on. So yeah, other than that, really pleased with my purchases, and good luck in picking your colours. I hope this has helped. If you have any questions, please drop them below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.